like an Indian left-handed throttle. I had an Indian, had left-handed throttle, right-handed spark advancing retard. I have to do that one of these years.
What's this one here, Paul?
This is a 8-cycle air motor, windmill style engine. It runs low tension ignition, runs sometimes. They made it 8-cycle to get right to the auto patent. This one is one my dad built. It ran beautifully all morning long, and something slipped on the ignition. I'm not sure what's going on there.
So you used to build these with your dad?
Yeah, this is the very first one. We had 30 of the real full-size ones, and then we said, oh, let's build a small one. So this is what started me in the whole business. He did 99% of this one. All I did was the water tank, because it kind of looks like a stover. Stover has this shape of tank. And then we bought this one that looks like a BMW, because my uncle was a BMW fanatic. And then a friend of his bought this steam engine and never finished it, and gave it to my dad, and he died, so I finished it after they both died. This is a Halo.
This is a single beam.
Say again?
This is a single beam?
Single beam.
Yeah.
That's, it has the Watts parallel motion. That's those 8 links that keep that shaft going up and down straight. Okay. This came out of a Steam and Stirling Engines You Can Build magazine. It was a beautiful constructed plan set, and I really like the way it sits here the whole show and just doesn't make a sound. This was made just to run on air and look to be cute.
Oh my God.
Yeah, a little itty bitty V4, you know.
Yeah.
And it looks like, when I built this thing, I said, oh, that'd be cool, like the grasshopper engine, but it's really stupid. The engine has to pick the whole weight of this beam up every time. So it's kind of a stupid design. Whereas this one, it's balanced.
How much oil have you pumped out of this one?
Now, people think they're oil pumps, but they're not. They're steam
look like
engine.
oil
Yeah, they
pump.
do. Everybody, oh yeah, how much? Yeah. No, it's a steam engine. It's made, the real ones that were in England were flywheels like 20 feet in diameter.
Wow.
Steam system about
Yeah.
like this big. You ever seen any of those old movies where they have big flat belts driving shafts through factories? That's usually what ran them. Big steam engines like that.
That's really cool.
But all the jazz was just to get this shaft going straight up and down, because you don't want the steam to leak through that thing.
Yeah.
So all this jazz, you can see that this is going back and forth. And here it takes all 8 of these links. There's 8 links here.
Oh yeah, I see them.
Just to get that thing going straight up and down, and it really does make a perfect little. That's called the, a watt. Like a watt of light bulb. That's the inventor. It's called a Watts parallel motion.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's your electrical.
Yeah.
That is really cool, man. I'm fascinated by that.
Yeah, these are just made to be. This one was actually made to be a small steamboat engine. A guy made it for his son, and he made a boiler and everything.
You know the guy? Did you make any of these?
I made all of them.
Oh, so it is. Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
The plans.
I thought you were saying the guy that made it.
Oh no, the guy that designed is what I should
okay,
say.
design.
But it's really cool. What sold me on this one is he.
Why don't you show me that front of that book there, Paul?
You can see. Steam and Stirling Engines You Can Build.
Yeah.
But this is the guy. You can see the resemblance here.
Yeah.
But he is very, very detailed. Like, if you've never drilled brass before, you don't want a sharp drill. You intentionally make it not sharp.
Yeah.
And he goes on and on of how to do it, how to lay it out. I mean, a really good book.
Where'd you get that book at?
I bought it. I think Amazon. My brother had it. My brother had it, and that's when I said, "Oh, I got to build that." So then I went and bought it. This is volume 1 or something, I think. But the second one wasn't so good.
That's really cool. So that book right there got you into it.
Pretty much. My dad and I made this one first. Then I just a real one.
You got a 10 by 12 one with 3 carburetors on it.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah, it is. It's cool.
What did you do for work, Paul?
electronics technician at Lawrence Berkeley Lab.
Okay, so anybody that wanted to get involved with this, everybody's just a garage machinist.
Pretty well. My father was a super machinist. He was a machinist. He was a tool and die room foreman at Grove Valve and Regulator, and he was a master machinist, but he did not want me to be a machinist. And he was right. I made a lot more money in electronics than I ever would have been able to make making parts.
But anybody that wanted to get involved with this could, in fact, have some hand skills.
Yeah, yeah.
And actually do it. Follow directions.
Single cylinder wobblers are quite easy, and it's really not that. It's not that much different to make a V4 than it is to make a 1. This one's kind of cool. This guy, Liney Machine. These little rocker arms, all they do is they knock the little ball off a seat. They're not poppet valves. They just knock valves off their seat.